Well, greetings world and greetings 7-Spot. Guess what? This is an impromptu and it's going to be a quickie, I'm sure, but we're all going to love it. I just got an interesting text from some blokes in Australia, one in Tasmania and the other one in Perth, and they want to talk to us and show us their Canstel. Now, I don't know an awful lot about Canstels. Never heard of them up until fairly recently, but through the wonders of the internet and Facebook, I did get to speak to Adrian and Wayne Smith, and I'm going to bring Adrian in just now. Adrian, are you there? Hi there, Adrian.
Yes,
how are you?
Thank you.
Oh, good. Now, you've got a Canstel. I was wondering.
I'm pretty good, mate.
That's wonderful. Listen, you've got a Canstel, and all I know about them is they're a Clubman, and they're a little bit different. They're body on frame. Is that correct? I'll say that again. They're a body on frame, and they use a Triumph Spitfire as a base.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're
good. Now I'm going to do what I always do: is I'm going to take myself out of the picture, and I'm going to let you do a quick walk around. Okay, I'm going to take me out of the picture. Okay, Wayne, Adrian, was there any possibility you can rotate your phone sideways so it's laying on the horizontal plane? That way we'll turn your phone sideways. Can you do that? That's better. Now we see the whole frame. Tell us about your wonderful Canstel.
Well, this is a genuine Canstel made in Australia from 1969 through to 1983, and there were 103 of them built.
103
altogether.
Yeah.
And so far in the last 6 years, I've been able to find 21, 22
Wonderful.
Body on a Triumph backbone. In my case, it's a Triumph held backbone.
Mm-hmm.
With Spitfire front suspension, genuine independent suspension out of the Triumph Herald, slightly modified,
and
it runs a 1600 cross-flow Ford Kent 4-cylinder engine.
Oh, I see. Now, the rear suspension, does it have that transverse leaf independent suspension still?
Yes, still independent suspension. The guys, Graham Steele, developed a way of shifting the weight or transferring the weight so they didn't throw a leg out of bed, I call it, or cock a leg out when they get airborne.
We're all famous. We're all familiar with that. Yeah.
Yeah, a habit of doing that. So it's got a pulley system that avoids that.
Oh, that's interesting. A pulley system. Yeah, I read a little bit about it, but I don't know exactly how that works. I'm going to have to research with you to find out more about it, because I've got other friends who are doing a low cost conversion of a Spitfire, so I'm sure that they would love to find out how that does work.
Yeah, well, you'll find all that information and some pictures and all the chassis work diagrams and everything are on our Facebook page.
Yes.
On the group page, you'll find everything there that you need.
Good.
For that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I've already posted one invitation on 7-Spot to come over and have a look, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of people coming down to have a look. Ooh, doesn't that look lovely? That's nice and clean. Lovely.
So that's bored out now. It's phase 2 and a bit, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's bored out 1725. We've knocked it back to about 10-1 on the compression.
Mm-hmm.
It's running 1300 wedge pistons and 1300 wedge head.
Mm-hmm.
Pair of 40 mil Delortos there.
Yeah.
And stage 3 in the cam, all the work on the bottom end still the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all stage 4.
That's absolutely phenomenal. Look at that. And how long have you had the car, Adrian? I'll say that. How long have you owned this car?
From original.
Just wonder, just digging a little bit. Can you
cars came.
Okay, our visuals just turned a little bit sideways there. Okay, I was going to ask you how long have you owned the car, Adrian? Oh, we lost the feed completely.
See some of the original photos of when I owned it, when I first bought it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff missing. I've had to improvise and make a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And this is how the group came all about. When I got this car, I didn't know anything about it, and you couldn't see anything about it on the internet. There was nothing.
Yes. Yeah.
And then one day a car turned up in New South Wales at a club meet, and I got in touch with the owner by doing a bit of sleuthing, and it's all gone from there. So now new people can come into the group, know as much as what I do.
Wonderful. That's great. Great.
At the moment, you'll see mine's fitted with a hard top, which I've made myself. They don't come out with that, but I've taken the Targa bar off it, the Targa top off it, and put the hard top on there for the moment. It's also got doors, which I haven't put on at the moment. That's for our Tasmanian winters, mate.
Yeah. That looks great, and it works, and you're driving it in the winter. That's amazing. That's great.
Oh, it's just a fantastic machine. As I told you, I've had a couple of other Clubmans, and you know, I've had some pretty good cars in my time, but this little thing here is just something else. It's just a really joyful thing to own and to drive. It's a real driver's car. Just a lovely thing, you know. Like, sure, it's not the greatest for competition handling and that sort of thing. Yeah. But you know, for a car on the road, just to really, really love the driving spirit, this is it.
Well, I've always said that's exactly what it's all about. It's really just about the story that the cars help you tell. And clearly you love your car. It's a wonderful story.
Yeah. Yeah. Like everything about it, like these wheels were handmade for me in Holland. Been a lot of time, a lot of effort put in to the little car, you know, and I'm only just a do-it-yourself man, you know.
Also, and we all like to tinker.
Yeah, and it's just a sheer joy to me, mate.
Yeah.
Well, and the group itself, the Canstel group, it's a part of life, and I'm just absolutely thrilled that this little car has been resurrected.
Well, I'm happy with whatever little part that we can do to help spread the word, because I did not realize that there were so many of them produced. I thought, in reading the literature that I saw online, I thought that the production was about 30 or 40 cars, and that was it. But you say it's over 100.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually quite.
Yes, I personally know of 103.
Wow.
There were others. There were others, and they both companies did make lightweight models for competition, not for the road.
Yes, I've seen some that are going at pace. They're having a good time.
And I think that there was lots more panels and bits and pieces made, that people fitted up to other cars and chassis and things like that. But these were actually produced in a couple of different ways. You could buy them turnkey, that is assembled, ready to go on the road, turnkey. You could also buy them as a kit, complete, and put them together yourself. And once you got them together, you had to take them back to the factory to have them certified.
Right. Yeah.
And then you could buy parts thereof.
Yeah.
And put them together yourself. So, yeah. So I only relate to the ones that I know that came out of the factory as complete cars.
I see. Yeah. Well, mate, this has been an adventure. We just decided to go live 10 minutes ago, and you said go for it. You said something to the effect of I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be, so go for it. So here we are. All I can say is thank you. First off, how are you, mate? This is the first time we've actually had to chat ever, but I think we're going to do it again.
All right. Well, I really enjoyed this, mate, and thank you very much.
All right. Well, I'm going to say on behalf of everybody here at Seven Spot, I'm going to say thank you so much. And I'm going to wish you a very good day because it's almost time for your lunch. So I'm going to say cheers, mate, and we'll talk to you soon. How's that?
Okay. Have a good day, mate.
All right. Cheers. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. That was great.